So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit here about our mini screed system. And this is what you would expect to get when you order the system. So you have the 4 intermediate pieces here. And again, these can be used separately, they can be used all together. They simply just bolt together. It also comes with a screeder, or with the screed rails, and you can order these in different lengths too. Today we're showing you the 20-meter package, which comes with 6 pieces that are just shy of 10 feet and 2 pieces that are just over 3 feet. So when you want to use this on a project, you're going to determine your width that you want, and then you're going to determine which pieces you want to put together. And this will go all the way up to 13 foot 9 inches with the flaps, and we'll show you how those work. And it can go all the way down to 12 inches, say, just using just this single piece. So the wrenches come with it. It's built right in here. So on your rollers, the wrenches come with it, and I'll just show you how that goes as far as putting this package together. So using the 2 wrenches that come with it, I'm just going to unloosen these bolts, and each section comes with 4 bolts, so you can obviously attach it to your next one. Then I'm just going to align these holes up so I can put them together. One key element here, make sure that there's no debris between these, because these are highly manufactured to real precise measurements, so that when you do put them together, you get a nice straight edge here where you don't get any deflection in that straight edge. Simply tighten these up. That gives you a nice, real rigid piece like that for your cutting edge. Again, when you're done, make sure you store these back in here. These have a couple different options, or obviously uses, other than that. And I'll show you next how those go together. So when I'm using my screed rails, one unique thing about this, if we stand them on edge, this is 8 centimeter. If we stand or lay them flat, this is 6 centimeter. So if we're butting up against, say, a pool patio or something like that, I can bring this flush with my pool coping, or up just a little bit, and then I can set my setting bed to this height. This is your perfect top of setting bed when you're done. Obviously minus a little bit of compaction depending on what you're going to use for a product. They all interlock the same way. A nice coupling system here, connects them together, real rigid. And again, you're going to want to either set your heights with either a laser, or you can use a string line. So whichever you prefer for setting your height for your elevation. You can usually go right off the top edge, and that'll keep it nice and straight, and set your height to that. I'll show you how that works when it comes to laying them out. So next I want to talk about hooking up our wheels, setting our flaps. And again, I'm just going to kind of mock this up so you can get an idea of how this lays out with my screed rail. First of all, I'm going to pull my pin here. I usually will crank these up just a little bit to get them up in the air a little ways. There's 2 pins on here for tightening up, and that's once you're in place, you can tighten these up to hold it so it doesn't move. You're basically going to turn this opposite to the angle that we have here. Bring it down, line this up with the top beam. I'm just going to twist it into place. This here is your locking piece. That locks it right in. Now I have my adjustment up and down. So then I'd carry the unit right over to my screed rails. And again, I'd have them all set up already on site. Set it right there. And now I can simply raise, or I can lower this to any height to get this exact. And again, remember, the bottom of the screed rail simulates my top of my setting bed. In most cases, you can set it up any way you want, but this is the simplest way to do it. And again, if I'm laying 60 mil paver, I'm going to lay this flat. If I have to butt up against a fixed object, I'll keep that up enough to allow for my compaction. So keep that up. This simulates the top of paver. So very simple. And if I'm doing, again, 8 cm paver, I just turn this screed rail on edge. Installing the flaps. And again, you always want this heavy piece down. That's what's going to cut your sand or your bedding layer. Pull your pin again. Simply going to line this up. Drop your pin down through. And then I'm all set to go. And again, these just swing out. That's going to catch your overflow of sand on the outside edges. Gets a nice angle so it acts like a plow. And it's going to pull your sand back into this area here. So for the adjustment then, and that's the beauty of these handles. I can go up or I can go down with these. So I'm going to get my height exactly where I want it. And generally this will be at the bottom of your screed rail. Remember, that's usually where you're going to set that. Come over to my other side again. And again, up or down, either one. Makes it super easy to adjust this. So that's all set. And then the last step is just our handles. So the handles, they come together like this. Simply take them apart. They slide over those nubs. That can lock in there. And again, if I'm going to be working on myself, you'll want to set them up so you can reach them easily. I'm going to put my back to you now. Flaps out. This would be loaded up with your sand or your number 8 stone. And then it's just a matter of pulling this very simply and easily on those glides. So again, using the mini screed, a few simple instructions. Get your base laid out, screed it off, very simply, very easily. Beautiful level setting bed each and every time. Mini screed, I've got 13 foot 9 inches by 20 feet. Again, literally effortless, pulling that down through there. Perfect level setting bed, ready to lay pavers.